Hey guys, how's your day going on this wonderful Friday, ready to start the weekend? Today is Friday, June 20th, 2025. A great day. I think it's around noon. I'm not sure, right around noon, maybe a little after 12:30 or so in the afternoon. I have today off, ready to enjoy having a weekend off and just recuperating from a busy work week. And I was out in the sun quite a bit. I hired a new guy, so that's going to help. I'm hiring two new guys. I already started, got one hired. The other one's coming on this coming week. So that's going to help out because we're in a busy season, the busy season. Summertime gets busy all the time. So I needed a couple more workers, a couple more guys. So aside from that, it's a fabulous day. I'm enjoying my Friday. I had a dentist appointment this morning, went to the dentist, got my teeth. They were cleaned a while ago, but then there's something called polishing. They just kind of clean them some more. So I got that done this morning, and you have to wait a little while after you get them cleaned. I think they said it was like 5 weeks, I think, yeah. So I got them cleaned a little while, about a month and a half ago. And then I couldn't get in on the original date because of my schedule, which was, I believe, last week to get this done, but I couldn't make it. So I rescheduled it for this morning, and it all went fine. And what a quick trip, man. I was in and out in like, I don't know, 45 minutes. You know, the cleaning itself took like, not even a cleaning, more like a polishing, I guess. I think that's actually what they call it. And it follows a cleaning. Probably took 30 minutes at the most, 20, 30 minutes. So yeah, I like that. And my dental care staff are wonderful. They're great. I love them. I always feel like I'm in good hands when I'm there. They always laugh. They make me laugh. We have a nice time. They take care of my teeth, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much. So take care of your teeth too. I got some interesting emails lately, or recently, lately. I got some interesting emails from some viewers. A couple people were telling me they really appreciate the videos. They gave me a few suggestions on video topics to do. So I always appreciate that. And if you have any thing you'd like to send me or leave in the comment down below, that's certainly welcome as well. Or send me an email. Give me some insight on what you think I can do to improve the channel, or a topic you'd like to see me do a video on. And I'm I'm open to listening, open to hearing what you have to say, and I will probably do it, at least take it under consideration. So yeah, send me an email or leave a comment down below in the comment section. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm a morning person, and I wake up in the morning feeling good. I wake up in the morning feeling just revitalized, energized, refreshed. I almost always wake up. I have some family members that were like, this is true, they notice it. I wake up almost every day, or quite often I'll say, I wake up with a smile on my face. And I just feel good. And I wake up with a smile, and my thoughts, like I wake up with these good thoughts on my mind, and I'm thinking like, oh wow, what a good night of rest that was. I sure feel good. And I thank God. I say, thank you, God, for that good night of rest. And thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. And thank you for this day. And I just start my morning like that. It's just how I wake up. I've been a morning person for as long as I can remember. Maybe not when I was a kid, because I do remember sleeping in when I was, I don't know, like middle school, junior high school age. I remember sleeping in, when I didn't have school, like on the weekends and stuff. But other than that, I've been a morning person. In high school, I remember pretty much being a morning person. I probably slept in sometimes, but I liked getting up in the morning, and I would exercise before school. I'd get up, I'd wake up, roll out of bed, roll out of bed, and start doing push-ups in the morning, and some stretching, and just getting myself awake and getting some exercise in before school. Then I'd go get ready for school. This is before I got ready. I would do this. I'd like get out of bed and do this. Then I'd go get myself ready for school. This is in high school, right? After doing that, I'd go get myself ready for school and go to school. Yeah, and I would just wake up. And then in my adult life, work, I usually started early, so I don't know if that conditioned me. It probably had something to do with how I just wake up early all the time now, but I was already doing it somewhat. But now I really, I wake up early. Like I typically just on my own without an alarm clock, I'll wake up definitely by 6, but sometimes like 5 o'clock. But I have my alarm set at 5, but I typically wake up right before it goes off. And then if I don't know, if there's a day that I don't need to get up at 5, I still usually wake up at 5 and definitely by 6. It's just how I'm wired. And I enjoy it because I really enjoy my mornings. Mornings are typically quiet, peaceful, cooler air, fresher air. So I really like it. And that's how I start my day. And I'll get out and I'll go for a walk usually. Get up in the morning, go for a nice walk. Sometimes I go for a walk in the evening too. I'll do both. I'll walk in the morning and the evening. I just enjoy going for walks. It makes me feel better, clears my mind, and I think it alleviates any stress that I may have. I try to live as much stress-free as I can because I don't want stress. So I think going for walks helps that, and just being conscious of it and mindful of trying to reduce or avoid or reduce stress, I think is helpful. I don't know if I can avoid it all, but 100%, but I try to as much as I can anyway. And I think that helps. And then going for the walks, like I said, I think that helps. Excuse me. So that's me. I'll get up, I'll do that. I don't do the push-ups every morning like I used to back in high school. Although even in my adult years, just a few years back, I used to do many, 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 many push-ups. Well, there's going to be somebody out there who did more. I'm sure if I say how many I did, that's not many. But I would do many push-ups throughout the day, actually. Just a few years ago, but I haven't really done a lot for quite a few years. I'll do some every now and then, but I still go for walks, and then I'll come home and I'll have a cup of coffee, and usually I'll have some water first. Yeah, I'll go for a walk, I'll come back, have some water, and then have a cup of coffee, and just start my day, start my morning. Usually, sometimes I have to go to a job site where we have some work going. Other times I can call and check on those, and then I have to go to work-related appointments, meetings, gatherings, and that. So yeah, I do that. Those are a little bit later in the morning, so I'm a morning person. I love it. So I tell you what, you've probably seen some of my videos where I'm at the river in the morning, and man, I love that. Now that's really nice, getting down to the river in the morning. Beautiful and peaceful. I go down there and oh gosh, I just love it, man. It's so, I feel like it's like nourishing my soul, and there's like a healing element to it. I feel that, like it's like, oh, this is so great. Now I have learned I cannot go to the river in the morning when I have a busy schedule that day, where I have to be engaged and busy and on top of things like going to a job site and various other things, especially going to do, those types of things. I cannot go to the river in the morning. I have stopped that because sometimes what happens when I go to the river in the morning, it's so tranquil. I get really relaxed and peaceful. And I kind of stay in that mode for hours. And it's like, wow, that's not good. Like when you have things to do. So I'm like, okay, I can't do this because I get all relaxed and mellow, and then I have things to do. I have to go to work and do these. I have to perform. I have to maybe I don't know, go talk to some of my guys on the job site or go talk to customers or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, start thinking, I don't know, do I feel like driving out there? You can't just go by what you feel, though. You have to do what you have to do. So I learned, do not go when I have a busy schedule or things that are requiring my energetic, 100% dialed in, focused attention. Don't go to the river in the morning. Now, if I have a light day or a day off on a Saturday or like today, Friday, yeah, man, I don't do it all the time, but yeah, I go down to that river around 5:36. It just sets me in relax mode, and I love it. It's so beautiful. I love it, man. And that water's so nice when you feel it. It's cold. It's cold, but I'll go swimming in there. Not in the morning. I mean, I would. I've done it. I've done it like, I don't know, 6:30. I've gone swimming out there. Ooh, man, that's more than a pot of coffee, man. That will exhilarate you. Getting in that cold water now, that will wake you up. But when you're just by the river and enjoying it and listening to the sounds and the quietness and hearing the birds and stuff like that, man, that's peaceful. That's what relaxes me. So if I do that and I'm starting to feel relaxed, I guess I could just jump in the river, right? And I'll wake right up. So yeah, that's my mornings. And most of the people I know are morning people. All the guys that work with me are morning people. I mean, they have to be, because we have to get up early and get to the job site early, especially in the summer months. They all want to start early so we can get off earlier because it's getting hot. So, they start. It depends if it's an occupied house. If we're working on a house or someone's in there sleeping, we don't want to get there at 5 in the morning then and wake them up. Especially if we have like equipment, running and stuff like that. The neighbors wouldn't like that. So, but we'll, still get there early. I tell my guys, try not to get there before 6 is what it is. So unless that's if it's an occupied, residence. But if it's empty or, it's a commercial project or something like that, then yeah, you can get there at 5. But don't turn on any equipment until 6. But they can get there and start doing other things, preparing things, doing other things that are not quite as noisy. But yeah, so that way they can get off earlier, get out of that heat sooner. Because boy, oh boy, it is hot. It's been really hot lately. So key to that is hydrate, and hydrate the day before and during. That's what you got to do. Get in the shade when you can, take some rest when you can. Now, don't take advantage of it and be like, oh, I need to rest every 10 minutes. That's ridiculous. You won't get anything done if you do that, and that won't work. So I don't have any problem with my guys doing that. The guy I brought on, I asked him, "You going to be all right in the heat? How are you going to do it? How do you do in the heat? You're all right?" And he reassured me he'll be just fine. He said he's been working in the heat for many, many years, doesn't have a problem with it whatsoever, and he'll be just fine. I said, all right, man, sounds good. That's what I need to know. It's a hot season and it's a hot area, and I don't want anybody getting hurt or anything or sick, and from the heat. That's happened to me a couple times. I used to live down in Phoenix, and man, oh man, I had a couple times where I've actually fainted from the heat, on 2 separate occasions. One, I was up on a roof. So that was not cool. But anyway, I learned how to be more careful and, learned about hydrating and getting in the shade when you need to, and not just trying to just stay out there all day right directly in the sun. I've learned how to handle it better and be safer, better in the heat. And thankfully, I don't have to do it as much because, I've got a good crew, and they get a lot done. A lot done for me, and I appreciate these guys. I appreciate these guys a lot. And they're good guys. They're all responsible. I don't have a problem with any one of them, man. They all work hard. They get there and get things going right away. They're good from start to finish, and I really appreciate these guys. Nobody calls in. Nobody's late. Thank goodness, because I've been through guys like that. I've been through workers like that are just like, they're late, they call, say, oh, sometimes they're just late, they don't call. Sometimes they call and say, oh, I'm gonna be, a little late, and they show up like 3 or 4 hours later, and like, that's not a little late. Sometimes they just like, oh, I need, like this day and that day off. I'm like, okay, and then the next week it's the same thing. I'm like, what the heck, man? I can't, that just doesn't work. But right now I've got a good crew. These guys are solid, and they just keep on working, keep on keeping on and doing what needs to be done, and I am very appreciative of them. They know it. take care of them, and they get well compensated for the work they do, and that's what's needed. So, what else should I talk about? I went shopping this morning. Like I said, I went to the dentist. Well, I got up and went for a walk first. I went to the dentist. I think I did a few things around the house. Yeah, went to the dentist. How many times am I going to say that? That's like 5 times I said it right there, I think. Anyhow, so then after the dentist, they told me don't eat for 30 minutes or something like that. And I didn't eat for like an hour, so I waited. I set a timer on my phone for 30 minutes just to be sure in case I decided to grab a cup of coffee or something. I could be like, oh wait, don't do it until the timer goes off. The timer went off, and then I was like, I'm busy, I don't have time to eat right now anyway. So I don't know, probably waited another 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes, so it was at least an hour, so I was good there. But yeah, I went up to the store, did some shopping, and I say up to the store just because the store that I go to somewhat is it's up this hill. There's a hill here in town, and the store's up there. It's not really a grocery store, it's kind of a mini grocery store. But yeah, so I went to the store, got a few items, I don't know, man, just stuff we need to eat and drink and all that. And I know the people up there. I like to get to know the people. Wherever I'm at, I just get to know the people. I get to know the people at the gas station, the stores around there that I go to, people around town, my neighbors. It's just how I am. I just get to know people. So I like going up there and just saying hi to them and talking to people. Yeah, so that was cool. Came back, put that stuff away. Then I had to go to the post office because I ordered something online and it had not arrived yet, but it showed delivered. So I got an email that said it had been delivered. So I was like, I haven't gotten it. What's going on? So went to the post office, gave them the tracking number. They checked it out, and they told me what had happened. So now I've got to follow up on that and get that taken care of, because I do need these items that I ordered. So hopefully we can get that issue taken care of, and I'll get those things soon, like next week, like by mid next week, early next week, hopefully get that stuff done and get those things in. Yeah. And I don't have plans this weekend to do anything really. I just want to relax. I'll probably just hang out with some people I know, hang out with my daughter, and I don't know. Yeah, I got a couple things a couple of purchases I made that are at a store right now that just came in. They told me they're holding it for me, so I do need to pick those up. That's part of it. Yeah, pick those up in the morning. Something for my daughter and myself, so I'll be getting those. I don't really have any plans. Not really have any plans. I don't have any plans other than to hang out. There's something else I have to do on my car, or at least figure out what it is. I think I need to change my rear shocks. There's like a clunking noise on the rear passenger side of the vehicle, and it sounds like a shock. It's clunking, and I notice there's a little bit of a soft kind of bounce as I'm going over things, like it kind of continues for a little bit. That's the sign that the shocks are worn out. And then that clunk, it sounds like a shock. So I'm gonna need to put the car up, the rear end of the car up, and take a look and see what's going on there. Get that taken care of. I'll fix that myself. So that's something else I'm gonna have to order. Maybe a set of shocks. Maybe I got to get under there and find out for sure what's going on. And if one's bad, just so you know, you want to change both sides. You don't want to just change one. Like if I got one bad shock and the other one seems okay, you don't want to just change one. It's like you want to do them both so it's even. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that this weekend though, but I'll at least get under there and take a look and see what's going on, find out what the issue is. I'm almost sure it's the shocks though, because that little bounce. You ever seen that? You ever had that? You ever seen a car going down the street like that? Not like some crazy bounce, but after you go through a dip or something, it kind of bounces a little bit more. Not a hard bounce, but just this soft little bounce for a little ways. Yeah, that's usually a sign that you need to replace your shocks. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But why the one is clanking over here, I don't know if it came loose. If they're typically held on by 2 bolts, one up at the top, and one on the bottom of a bolt and nut, and then down here is the same. I don't know if something came loose or what happened, but I got to get under there and find out tomorrow morning before it gets hot. And I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow because I gotta order them. I just like ordering things. It's cheaper that way. So, I could go down to the auto parts store and buy them if it is indeed the shocks. I could buy them and just do the whole thing tomorrow, but I'd just rather order them because it's cheaper, man. I mean, you save a few bucks, and that's just my habit. I have a habit of saving money, saving money and buying things, less expensive when I can. Like I find something online and it's cheaper than at the store. Well, and it's the same item, same quality. I do that. Or sometimes the store will have it cheaper. It's rare, but every now and then the store will have like some big sale, and you're like, oh yeah, this is cheaper than online, so I get that. But yeah, I think that's a good habit. Find places to save money and spend less. That's a good habit to have. So anyhow, yeah, I hope you guys are all having a good weekend too. I hope you're having a great Friday, June 20th. Getting close to the 4th of July. I can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I just hope you guys are having a great Friday too, and that you have a great weekend, a safe weekend. Do good things and just have just good fun. And if you got work to do, then do that. Be responsible, of course. Don't neglect things. Do stuff around your house. Do stuff for yourself. Do stuff for your wife, for your husband, for your family, for your kids. Do those things. For your parents, for your family, just do things, help people out, do stuff for your house, for your vehicle, or if you're working, then work diligently, you know what I mean, and work smart. Do both. People say work smarter, not harder. Work smarter, not harder. You ever heard that? I don't believe that. I don't like that. It's not one or the other, it's both. Work smarter and harder. Do both. Okay, be a smart worker and a hard worker. Do both. Work smarter, not harder. It just sounds like you're just gonna take it easy, and no, that's not how things get done. Okay, so you got to work smart and hard. You got to do both. That's how you get ahead. And I can tell you, I've seen many, many, many people who that's how they do things, and they're very successful, far more successful than me. And many guys I know and women I know that are doing well, that's how they work, and that's how I work, and that's how I've, got where I'm at. I'm not like wealthy or anything, but I own a nice business and I have some investments, and it's from working smarter and harder, both, and I've found, looked into ways to improve myself, my management skills, my business skills, because I didn't know all this stuff when I first started, but I remember somebody told me something and it made a lot of sense, and I did it, and it was true. This guy was an older retiring businessman, and he said, don't wait until you know everything to start your business, or you'll never start. He said, just start and you'll learn as you go. And I thought, wow, okay, that makes sense. And that's what I did. So I learned as I was going, and I still am learning. And then I would take, learn classes, go to seminars, go to training things for management, leadership skills, all that sort of stuff. And it has really, really, really paid off in teaching me how to do things so that I can be more efficient and run my business better and attract quality employees, because that's important too. And then the networking too. You just meet people, you meet people at these training events. I've met people that we've done business together, and some people, they become friends. And then just in the course of business, you start meeting people. The training and courses, yes, you meet people, and that's great. You network there. And then just in the course of doing your business, just in doing business, you start meeting people. Wherever, you're going places, you have to go pick up some supplies or material somewhere. Start talking to other people there that are getting stuff, and yeah, you guys start, getting to know each other, and yeah, man, you become pretty well known. People know who I am, they know my company, and it's really nice. I have a solid reputation, and it's great. It pays off, and you always want to do that. You know, you want to build a good reputation and protect that reputation, and always do good for your customers. Excuse me. Always do good for your customers, for your workers, for your employees, and for your community. Of course, for yourself and your family. That goes without saying. But I'm saying, take care of those things too. Do good for those people. Be responsible. Do good jobs. You know, do good work for them. Good quality in a timely manner, and take care of your employees. Make sure they're well compensated and happy, and that you have a place that they want to work, because you don't want them to leave. You want them to be long-term employees. And then do things for your community. Help out, things that are going on. Let your city and the county that they can count on you, that they can even call you, and because they're used to you for say the past 3, 4, or 5 years you've been contributing to certain things. They know they come to know you, and they know that you're going to be there, and that you're someone they can actually count on. And sometimes they'll even call you. You'll get a call from someone from the city, and it's pretty nice, So do that stuff, not just because it's nice for yourself, but because it's just good. And that helps you also build a solid reputation. People know you, they know you're trustworthy, and that's what you want in life, in your personal life and your business life if you own a business. But even say you don't own a business, do it for your personal life, for you, for your family name. Build that good reputation, getting out there in your community, doing things for the community with other people. Build that reputation, and always being a good person, a reliable person, a trustworthy and honorable person. Always doing that and being there to help people. Build that reputation, and I tell you what, it's a great way to live, and it'll do wonders for your family too. You'll be a great example for your children. Your children will partake in it, and it's a really great way to be, a great way to live. That's what we do. That's what we do in our family, and that's what I do with my business. And I love it. I couldn't see doing things any other way. It's who I am. It's how I am. It's not even, I don't even have, it's not like I have to think about it and figure out how to do it. It just comes, it's just who I am. It's how I'm wired. And I thank God for it. So, yeah, I encourage you to do the same. I'm going to wind it down now, but I just want you all to have a great Friday. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Rest. If you have other things to do, do them. Go for walks. Go for swims. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. And remember, be good and do good.